Hare Krishna, everyone. Hari Bol. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantika. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurati Sai Namaha. Nityanandam Aham Nomi Sarva Anand Karam Hari Nam Pradam Devam Avduta Shiromani. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kant Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishvanushate Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Tamal Krishna Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pasyatya Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for your kind association. Today we will be speaking about the importance of our Acharya's life, that we should dwell. When we read the scripture, all the principle is given. But the Acharyas in their life, it shows us how to apply the principle into our practical life. So, we have on our Zoom call, we read all our Acharya's lifetime, their accomplishment, their dedication, their determination. Everything when we read, it gives us the way, little path will become more clearer, that how should we mold our life to follow in the footstep. Like Prabhupada came to the Western world with one mission. He came at an advanced age. He didn't fly, he came into the cargo ship, having a couple of heart attacks on the way. He has no money in his pocket, no fixed residence, sleeping only 3 hours a night. Why Prabhupada did that austerity? For all of us, he practically lived an exemplary life, so we can imbibe the activities of Srila Prabhupada in our life, and we can also achieve the same goal as Krishna Prem. So, we talk about all our Acharya's life is full of determination and dedication. Their whole life there was no other goal but to satisfy their previous Acharyas. They have implicit faith in the words of the Guru, that we see that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj told Prabhupada, go and do the preaching in Western world. And when you read the Lilamrita of Srila Prabhupada, how much trouble he went to in India, even came to the US also. So many difficulties. But they have the implicit faith. And when we see how Prabhupada make at every step what the decision he made, that's really give us, because we also, every moment, we have to decide one way or other. We stay in light or we decided to stay in the dark. So that decision has to be made every step of our life. Now if we follow, if we have heard the great Acharyas, how they have tackled those problems. Because everybody will pass through the same thing. All the problems they also face in their life. But how they tackle, and despite the difficulty, what was there in their heart that impelled them to continue on that path, no matter what difficulty may come on the path. So that's what we will learn by dwelling into the previous Acharya's life. We see in that, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharyas, they been told that when you become little old age, you go to the Vrindavan. and associate with those 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan to learn from them, practical experience. When you associate, one thing I can tell you, that I have learned so many things by associating with my Guru Maharaj physically, than reading the scripture. Because every actions will teach you some lesson. What contemplation they may have made to come to make their decisions, you will know when you are presently. How accurate, even I remember that he will teach us serving prasadam. He was really strict. If you are serving sabji, and if you touch his bowl with your spoon, he said you contaminated the whole prasadam. Very, very small thing, but you will learn so many in a detailed way. So when we read the life of these great acharyas, and one thing that we should feel so fortunate, that all our Guru Parampara is so powerful. We can never conceive that magnanimity of their compassion toward the worldly minded people. And if we will remain steadfast and learn the lifestyle, how they live the life, all this, we see the Madhavendra Puri at the Govinda Kund, he was sitting underneath the tree, fasting. They never expect that they went for the Madhukari or something in the town and get the food. No, they completely depend on the will of Krishna. And how Krishna reciprocate with those devotees. Krishna personally bring the pot of milk to Madhavendra Puri. Same thing happened if we take the example of Rupa Goswami. So many incidents that at the Radha Kund, Rupa Goswami was having no hut or nothing. He was simply chanting in the full sunshine. The Srimati Radharani cannot take it. So Radharani came with her veil and put it on the top of the Rupa Goswami. And then his elder brother Sanatan Goswami came to know. He chastised Rupa. What are you doing? We need to serve Srimati Radharani, and you are utilizing the service from Radharani. Another time, in Tirakabdamba, where Rupa Goswami has that bhajan kutir, and that's the Tirakabdamba where Rupa Goswami write all the wonderful literatures, Nectar of Devotion, all this. And there was a big tree, if you go there, not in the front of his bhajan kutir, but little away there is a big tree there, still alive. That's where Rupa Goswami used to sit and write all the wonderful literatures. Very simple life, natural life. So, one time, then Rupa Goswami, his elder brother, came to visit him. And somehow or other, Sanatan Goswami may have said something that he may like to have a sweet kheer, something like that. And Rupa Goswami was living so austere that even in the chapati, when he offered to the Lord used to say, Rupa, at least put a little salt in it so we can eat nicely. And Rupa Goswami said, this is what I have. So when he heard, those spiritual personality, they can know the feeling of his brother, even though the brother will not tell, but they will get the instinct in their heart that Sanatan Goswami want to eat the sweet kheer today. Now he doesn't have any ingredient, nothing. He doesn't have any rice, he doesn't have any sugar, he doesn't have any milk. How he can satisfy Sanatan Goswami? But he has intense desire that we have talking about the lolium. So the Rupa Goswami has that intense greed to satisfy Sanatan Goswami. So what happened? Radharani personally came with all the ingredients and give it to Rupa so he can make the sweet kheer. As soon as he saw the sweet to Sanatan Goswami knew this is not an ordinary kheer, it's a transcendental. So he asked, where did you get this ingredient? You don't have anything. So then it was revealed that it was no different than Srimati Radharani, who came personally to satisfy the desire of the devotees. So we have in our line very, very great acharyas. Look at the life of the Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If you want to organize manage your life very effectively. Take the shelter of the instruction of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Every minute he counts. In the morning, it says that he takes shower, he takes breakfast, he gets ready, and leave his house less than 10 minutes. Think about the activities of the great personality. 10 minutes time, that's all he did. And he spent so much time absorbing and serving the divine couple. He was a magistrate, right? Even the Britishers. The normal lawyer may take months to deliver the outcome of the case. Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to handle 40 cases in a day. His court was empty. No cases withheld. So that great personality, that even the Britishers, where you see in the Godruma Dweep, they even planning to have the railway directly from the Bhaktivinoda Thakur house to the court, so he can remain very efficient. So our Acharya, when we read his life, I think that his daily schedule is so profound. If you read his life and see the schedule, how he was living, it will give us really the impetus that this is what our Acharya did to achieve the goal. How much we should also be punctual in our activities and organize our day. Recently I said that if you bisect your day, you have to learn to bisect your day. Start with bisecting like 3 in the morning to 11 in the morning, 8 hours. And then 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., another 8 hours. At least put something that I'm going to do these activities during this time. During the morning time, during the evening time. Then you have a weekly chart, you put a tick mark. And then you put what was the intensity of your practices in percentage. You know that how much you were focused to do that particular task. Then you put down 45%, 20%, 10%. And then you make a weekly chart. And then you put for the 4 weeks together at the end of the month, and you can see how strictly you were able to even follow those things, what you commit to do. Then you go deeper and deeper. Then you bisect your day in 4 segments, like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., 7 to 11, 11 to 3, 3 to 7. And each segment should have some prominent activities that you think that you want to engage in. If you don't plan like this, then we will not reach our goal. My Guru Maharaj, sometime when he comes and I will say, Guru Maharaj, we would like to do in the next trip, which is 6 months away. And he says, you are too late. I made my schedule 1 year ahead of time. So these are the personality we see that how they get the training from Srila Prabhupada. That they were so particular about everything. They knows what they need to do ahead of time. Not trying to match up the things or at the last minute you try to achieve those things. So then bisect in a 4 quadrant. And if you want to go after your retirement, not while you are working, but we should plan that when you retire, you bisect into the 8. Every 2 hours, 3 hours to 5 a.m., what do you want to do? 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. Exactly write down your goal, what you want to do, and then check mark every day, would you be able to do it or not, and with what intensity you did that work. That will give you how we are progressing, how we have to manage our time, we need to learn. If we don't learn to manage our time, no matter what we do, we won't succeed. We have to become a best day manager for our activities. And unless and until we plan for it, how can you execute? So this is we should feel so fortunate that all Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, you know Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, nobody would dare to see him. By seeing the person, he will know what nonsense he has done and he will chastise openly. So people were afraid to go to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He has that ability, spiritual strength, that he can see the persons. And they were very afraid, powerful. Jagannath Das Babaji, lived for 140 years. And when he found the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth, he was jumping at 140 years, 6 feet in the sky. That transcendental personality is our disciplic successor. So we have all that what we need to perfect our life. We have no scarcity. And Prabhupada says, whatever you need, I have provided. And if we really dwell into Prabhupada's life, we can learn so many things. How much trouble Prabhupada went. We were just reading up to, still he went to the Jhansi, that's where we are. And so much trouble, so much trouble. And one time, then time came that, his wife was not cooperative. He was thinking that if wife cooperate, how nice it would be that I can invite the member to my home, talk to about Krishna consciousness, serve them nice prasadam. But the wife and the children were not cooperative. And then one time, that manuscript of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada so much put effort to create the manuscript of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the Bhagavati Mataji, his wife, one time just to drink the tea and tea biscuits, she rendered that manuscript of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Prabhupada asked her. And she didn't realize what that self-realized person is talking to her. She said, do you need the tea or do you need me? And then she said, I need tea. And that's it for Prabhupada, and he left. So today also we will finish at 6 o'clock because we want to wake up early in the morning and we want to take good rest so we can be attentive. So this is one of the songs that is very favorite to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was really illiterate, but you know that Bhakti Vinod Thakur advised his son, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, that please take shelter of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He is extremely elevated person. So this is one of the songs I chose to show. This is the favorite song of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. That was written by Narottam Das Thakur. And Prabhupada says over and over that whatever word come out from the mouth of Narottam Das Thakur, you should accept as a word from the Vedas. So we will dwell on that song. It's only 5 stanzas, but it says that that song will give the essence of everything. So this is the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji favorite song. It is written by Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur's songs were much beloved by Babaji Maharaj, and he was often heard to sing one of them in particular this song. All Vaishnava teaching can be found in this one song. The title of the song is Gaura Pahu. Gaura Pahu na bhajiye goino, prema ratana dhana helaya haraino. Narottam Das Thakur saying that I have invited my spiritual death by not worshipping Lord Chaitanya. Due to my neglect, I have lost the invaluable jewel of love of Krishna. So in this Gaura Pahu means Lord Chaitanya. And na bhajiya, without worshipping Goinu. Goinu means I have invited spiritual death. Spiritual death means to forget that we are the spirit soul. That is the spiritual death. Like animal life. Animal life is full of forgetfulness. They cannot be reminded under any circumstances. that they are not this body. It is only in this human form of life that we can understand that we are not this body, it's a spirit soul. And if he heard and read Srila Prabhupada's book, he over and over emphasizes, we are not this body. Until you come out from the material concepts of life, material body, what is the hope we have to go beyond? So by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can easily understand this fact that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul. And my real identity is servant of God, and my life should be dedicated to give pleasure to the divine couple. Here Narottam Das Thakur says on our behalf, there we are neglecting this important task in our life. Spiritual life means to develop real love, not the so-called love that you see on the society or on the billboard, Actually, the word love is only applicable with Krishna only, with God. To love means to love Krishna, nothing else. And this is spiritual love, and we are created for that purpose. So that His wanted Narottam Das Thakur says that I could have achieved the true treasure of love, but I was robbed of it because of the neglecting the principal practice of worshipping Lord Gauranga. Then the second stanza, Adhane yatana kari dhana tai ginu, apana karama doshe, apani dubinu. I have rejected the real purpose of my life and given my attention to worthless thing. I am drowning because of my own mistake. Just analyze our life. What percentage of our life we just work to maintain our family affair? Just think about it. Now, within the 8.4 million pieces of life, only 400,000 is the human being. 8 million pieces of life, they follow the rules, they follow the natures, and you don't see any scarcity in those pieces of life. Krishna maintained them. Have you seen any bird remain hungry, or they don't have a nest, they don't have a children? Everything they have. They are completely free of any anxiety and suffering. Only reason that they follow the rules of God, natures. So why we are suffering? Because that 400,000 out of the 8.4 million, we are the only one is suffering in this material world. Because we want to do the way we want to do. We don't want to surrender to Krishna. So, in the second way, it says, because I am engaging in something which is useless and have rejected the real purpose of my life. So at least, I humbly request to everyone, please plan to get retired by age 55. Don't work more than that. It's not necessary. Wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, this life is not given to work like cat and dogs. Enjoy your life, fulfill that purpose that we have come in the material world, to become free from the cycle of birth and death. So adhane means valueless things. See, adhane yatana kare. We useless thing we spend all our time. And dhana means valuable. Which is valuable, we don't have no time. So actually every one of us is neglecting our spiritual practices and engage in material sense gratification, simply leading the losing opportunity of this human form. And this human body has been given only for spiritual elevation. Forgetting this, we invite spiritual death. At the time of death, it says in the scripture that you will have to suffer the pain like 1,000 scorpions biting you. But the most pain that we will take it at the end of the life is that I got the human form of life, I got my spiritual master, I got the temple, I have the devotees, I have all this facility that I require. I didn't succeed. And that will give us the greatest pain when we leave this world, because it's horrible. We will realize. So, apana karama dose apani dubinu. So here Narottam Das is telling us why this happened to us. Due to our past misdeed, that we get certain type of body. As long as one gets a material body, there are no pious deeds. So we should know that we are not pious, at least make sure. So our misdeed, we go down and down, and by engaging in sense gratification, we are assuring another material body. And that is the cause of material pangs. All suffering comes because of this material body. Just think about it. Right now, this is young. He will get soon the youth, and you whoever are the youth, they will become old. And you will see, rather than taking the lunch and dinner, we will be taking nothing but the medicine tablets to survive. This is what we are approaching. So as soon as we are out of this material body, no more suffering, simply an enjoyable life. So why it is happening to us? Narottam Das Thakur is revealing in the third stanza. Sat sanga chhadi kainu asate vilas te karane lagya ye karma bandhavas. I have given up the association of devotees, but I am associating with common nonsense man. And that is why the noose of karmic entanglement has been placed around my neck. So satsanga, there is a sat means spirit. Satsangam chhadi means we have given up the association of the devotees. And just because of that, we take a satsang. We are going to associate with whoever we choose. If you don't associate with the devotees, you are going to associate with the non-devotee. We are going to have the association. An association with the worldly-minded people or the non-devotees is the root cause. Association with the non-devotee produces the material attachment. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he requested, don't visit those grihasthas and, entangle in it, because it can influence. Unless you are really spiritually strong, then and then you can change the other people. But if we are not fixed in our devotion, we will get influenced by their thought and you will misguide. So many allurement is there in material world. So it's implication in material condition life. Te karne lagilo ye karma bandha fast. Just because we have given up the association with the devotees and to try to enjoy among non-devotees, and immediately Maya have caught us and entangle us in the wave of fruitive activity. Maya is always sitting right beside us. Srila Prabhupada, when he visits the temple and he will come and take the deity darshan, even though he was a pure devotee, he will always pray to the deity, please protect me from your external energy. Maya Devi. Maya Devi is so strong, always with us. And as soon as we give up the company of the devotee, what Maya will say? Oh yes, come to my company and you will be so happy. So nobody can remain without any company. That is not possible. One must associate with either Maya or Krishna. This is the choice we have, where we want to lead our life. Krishna conscious means to keep association with the devotees of Krishna. And due to this, if we are doing this, what will happen to us next? Narottam Das reveal in the fourth stanza. Visaya Vishame Visa Satata Khaino Gaura Kirtana Rashe Magana Napaino. I have constantly drunk the most dangerous poison of sense gratification, and so I could not merge myself into the Sankirtan movement started by Lord Chaitanya. So finally Narottam Das, representing our Shah, lament as follows. Oh, this is the last one. I missed. Oh, two paper were stick together. So Visaya means sense gratification. Eating, sleeping, mating and depending. And these three things if you control, you don't have to defend. Eating, reduce the eating, reduce sleeping, reduce mating. And then you don't have to defend. Krishna will defend for yourself. So those four principles are called Visaya. And Visama, it says that the Visama Vish means dangerous. And Vis means poison. So if one is simply engaged with these four activities, just like the animal, then one is simply drinking poison, according to Narottam Das Thakur. That's all. I know this is poison, but I am so much intoxicated that I am drinking this poison at every moment. Then what happened drinking the poison? Gaura Kirtana Rashe Magana Nahainu. If we will keep on drinking that poison of material attachment, therefore I could not merge myself into the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya. That is actually a fact. So as soon as we will entangle in the material, we always want to improve our material situation. But we never think to improve our spiritual. And that is the reason we work so hard to improve the material situation, but there is no way that we can improve unless sanctioned by Krishna. So we are putting unnecessary effort to change the circumstances. So those who are too much attached to the materialistic way of life, who are always drinking the poison of sense gratification, are not attracted by this Sankirtan movement. So then this is the last stanza. Narottam Das Thakur is revealing everything in this one song. Kino va achaye prana ki sukha lagiya Narottama dasa keno nagelo maria. Why am I living? What pleasure is life bringing it to me? Narottama asked. Why did I not die long, long ago? What is the use of living if we are not going to work utilizing this body to perfect our life? So finally, Narottam Das Thakur, representing ourselves, and he laments seeing our conditions as follow. Kenava ashaya prana ki sukha paya. Why I am living? I have not associated with the devotees. I have not taken part in the Sankirtan movement. I do not understand Krishna. I do not understand what is Lord Chaitanya. Then why I am living? What is my happiness? And why did I not die long time ago? So this is not only Narottam Das Thakur lamentation. It's every one of us should think like that. If I cannot associate with devotees, if I cannot understand the Krishna consciousness movement, cannot chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly in the morning, if I cannot come in touch with the Lord Chaitanya and his eternal associate, it should be better for me to die at the present time. So this is the substance of this wonderful song. That's why it was very dear to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. And we see in the life of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji that how much they were fixed in their practices. There is no deviation. Do you think that they don't have any difficulty or those obstacles we face on a day-to-day basis? They were also living as a human being. They must have faced all this difficulty. But they were so staunch. One thing about all these eternal associates, that they have no value of other thing than the love of God. That's the prime goal. They never deviated from that path. Whatever comes, the choice comes always Krishna or Maya. And they always selected Krishna. No matter what it happened, they always dedicate their life. And they please the Guru Parampara. See, I was telling Rajesh Prabhu, where we are sitting in the car, there is no way, don't think that your own effort will ever take you back to Goloka Vrindavan. You need the mercy of those who reside over there, and with their mercy only, we will have the path ready. And how we will get the mercy? Dedicate your life. How can you please Guru? You know, there are three kinds of disciple. One kind of disciple, that even Guru tell them do this, they won't be able to do. That's third class. Second class devotees is what Guru will say, hey, do this, they will do that. But who is the first class disciple? that without telling, you should read the mind and heart of your Guru Maharaj through his life, what his intention is, and assist him to reach the goal. What Prabhupada did, he knew the inner core of the heart of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, and he delivered. That's how you get the mercy. Help our spiritual master, what they are seeking to achieve in their life. Become instrument to assist them. That's the duty of the disciple. This is the first class disciple. Without telling Guru what to do, we should know by his life what his activity, what his mission is. We should know. He is our spiritual master. We should have that information. And then we should assist completely. Give up this thing, I always tell them that start with something. My Guru Maharaj advised me. I told Gurudev that Gurudev, you met Srila Prabhupada, and when you were 21 years old, you gave up your house. We are thinking living in America with this existing condition, with all the diseases going so, even to pay for your health insurance, we will be keep on working. And I asked Tamal Krishna Maharaj, Gurudev, how we will become, attached? So he gave me a simple advice. He said, do not worry. Take a risk initially, that if that risk doesn't work out in your favor, you should not get disturbed. That much you dedicate your life initially. And what happened with sincerity, if you dedicate that, Krishna will give you some realization, some experience. As I was telling Rajesh Prabhu, that when you dedicate intensely, Krishna will show you, if we keep our vision open, that yes, this is Krishna's, that I did, Krishna is doing so much. And Krishna will give you 1,000 times more what you can give it to him. He is not the beggar. He is the creator, he is the maintainer, he is the whole, everything, whole creation is based upon him. To take care of the one soul is not a problem for him. But we need to get the attachment to him. So start with something and take little risk for Krishna. And you will see Krishna will reciprocate. And then you will get the faith that yes, Krishna reciprocate. Then you will increase. More and more you increase. This is our life. But unless and until we have practical experience in our life, it would be very, very difficult. Like Kadamba Kanand Swami Maharaj says, when the guy is hanging, he knows there is no way. His leg is hanging from the roof. How long can he maintain like that? But when Krishna says, don't worry, I am here to catch you up. He said, no, Krishna, touch my feet so I know. So that much. We don't have the faith, so what can be done? So we should create the faith, and faith, how the faith will increase? You associate with those that they have the strong faith in Krishna. Because from their life you will learn that they took the risk, and you can see their life has been so blissful. So we will get convinced. We need practical example, to make attraction. That yes, this guy dedicated, look at that, how happy. I always tell them, everybody struggle. I say, look, Krishna gave me my house for $62,000, which is worth more than $500,000. Now who can do that? Only Krishna can do that. Now I may have worked 6 figures for many, many years to save that, to make $500,000. But if you depend on Krishna, he will give you everything. You don't have to work hard. Start with something and remain steadfast and depend on Krishna in everything. And to make life successful, again I will repeat one thing that I have mentioned in the morning. Repetition is always good. Anything happen in our life, take it joyfully, that Krishna is helping me. Even though it may be reversible situation may come in our life, but Krishna knows our past, he knows our present, he knows our future, and he always does good for his devotees. So have that much faith. Narottam Das Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, or our Guru Parampara ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So go back and take good rest. So tomorrow we can wake up early in the morning and attentively chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Tomorrow is the day that we should finish at least minimum 64. and take the early retirement and chant every day 64 rounds. It's not that hard. You can do it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. See, one thing I learned about this. Last time I gave this Sunday Fish class in our Houston temple, I asked the audience, how long do you think that you will be able to hear me? And nobody was giving answer. I said, I need to hear, because I don't want to talk when you not maintain your concentration. Useless talk, I'm not interested. Then the one devotee raised the hand, and he said, Prabhu, we can hold our concentration for 20 minutes. I spoke exactly 19 and a half minutes, and I stopped. So, look at that. I finished before 6 o'clock. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
See, Prabhuji, what happened? I don't know. When you started speaking, because in the volume was not coming. So I asked now to check on that. He said there is no sound. So, but the rest program solved. It was streaming to Facebook. I don't know.
I reset everything. I mean, I kind of closed it, disabled everything, enabled everything.
Yeah, that I think that solved. What you did for that one?
I just disabled everything first.
What you disabled?
Turn off all the 4 streamings. In restreaming.
All the rest time you.
Yeah, it's turned off everything.
Oh, so they are in there.
Yeah, and then I changed that, updated the title, put back everything, then it came.
But that Vimix got upset about that one. Then what I did, then I restarted Vimix, then that problem got fixed.
So I think some startups.
No, this is, there are,
Yeah.
Vimix also giving some, it is going, see, Restroom is getting from Vimix. So there are some, okay. No, that's what I'm saying. There is a portion was there without any sound.
What time is going out to? 6:30?
30.
Yeah. 30 minutes.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.